Think rocks are boring? Think again. From rainbow-colored mountains to stones that look like they were sculpted by aliens, these jaw-dropping rock formations around the world will make you question everything you know about nature. In this video, we're diving into the most shocking, bizarre, and totally unreal geological masterpieces Earth has to offer. Let's get started. Giant's Causeway, Northern Ireland. Imagine 40,000 perfectly interlocked stone columns stretching out to sea like nature's own red carpet. That's the Giant's Causeway. Formed 60 million years ago by ancient lava flows, these hexagonal basalt columns look so precise, people believe giants built them. And honestly, it does feel like a giant sidewalk. The columns vary in height, creating surreal steps that lead right into the ocean. Whether you're a geology geek or just here for the myth of Finn McCool, this place delivers a serious wow factor. Next, we head from puzzle piece perfection to something that looks more like a swirling painting come to life. The Wave, Arizona, USA. The Wave is like stepping inside a sandstone dream. Located in the Arizona desert, this undulating rock formation features hypnotic waves of red, orange, and yellow that seem to move even when you're standing still. It was formed over millions of years from ancient sand dunes turned rock, then sculpted by wind and rain into its psychedelic shape. Hiking to the Wave requires a special permit. It's that exclusive. But if you score one, you're in for a natural wonder that feels more like a fantasy than anything real. Now, let's move from surreal swirls to sharp stone giants that stand like a petrified army. Stone Forest, China. In Yunnan Province, China, nature built a literal forest of stone. The stone forest, locally called Shilin, features limestone pillars that spike up like jagged trees. This maze-like wonder formed over 270 million years ago through a cocktail of erosion, earthquakes, and water sculpting. Some towers stretch over 100 feet high, creating a labyrinth of bizarre shapes and shadowy paths. It's easy to get lost here, and even easier to feel like you've wandered into a fantasy novel. With legends of spirits and stone warriors, this place is more than rock solid. It's downright magical. From forests of stone, let's head to California, where lava froze in the coolest way possible. Devil's Postpile, California, USA. Devil's Postpile looks like a set of giant organ pipes carved by a mythical craftsman. These perfectly vertical basalt columns formed less than 100,000 years ago when lava cooled and cracked into geometric shapes. Some columns rise 60 feet, standing so straight it feels like they were built by ancient engineers. Tucked away in the Sierra Nevada, this formation draws geologists and hikers alike. And when you reach the top, a smooth, tiled surface greets you, as if nature decided to build a rooftop patio. Let's shift gears now from bold black columns to a burst of color that would put rainbows to shame. Zhangye Danxia landform, China's Zhangye Danxia landform, is where geology goes full glam. Nicknamed the Rainbow Mountains, these rolling hills explode in reds, oranges, blues, and yellows. No filter needed. The color comes from layered mineral deposits laid down over 24 million years and then pushed up by tectonic activity. It's like nature accidentally spilled a giant box of crayons on the landscape. The stripes run so perfectly parallel, it's hard to believe this wasn't hand-painted. Tourists flock here for that perfect shot, and scientists marvel at the vivid chemistry behind it. If you think painted rocks are impressive, wait until you see ones that wear stripes like warriors. Belogradchik rocks, Bulgaria. Rising from the forests of Bulgaria, the Belogradchik rocks are like nature's version of a medieval fortress. These red and grey sandstone towers stand up to 650 feet tall, sculpted by wind and rain over 230 million years. Some formations look eerily like people or animals, sparking local legends about petrified monks, soldiers, and even a rebellious princess. The rocks surround a real fortress built right into the cliffs, adding to the drama. Visiting feels like walking through a natural colosseum, one shaped by time and told in stone. Let's head from fortresses in Europe to the red rock runways of Utah's natural stone catwalk. Arches National Park, Utah, USA. Arches National Park is where Mother Nature shows off her archwork. With over 2,000 natural sandstone arches, including the famous Delicate Arch, it's like a sculpture garden made over millions of years. Erosion carved these wonders from soft Entrada sandstone, shaping elegant curves, bridges and frames. The arches range from tiny nooks to massive spans stretching over 300 feet. Each one seems to pose for the camera, glowing golden at sunrise or deep orange at sunset. It's the kind of place where rocks look more graceful than ballerinas. We've seen arches and pillars, but now get ready for some rock formations that are perfectly round. Moeraki Boulders, New Zealand. Scattered along Koekwe Beach, the Moeraki boulders look like nature lost its marbles, literally. These giant, almost perfectly spherical stones formed millions of years ago from mud and mineral deposits slowly hardening into stone. Some weigh over 7 tons and measure up to 10 feet across. Scientists call them concretions, but they really do look like they belong in a myth or sci-fi movie. Some boulders are split and cracked, revealing their mysterious inner patterns like broken dragon eggs. It's a natural mystery wrapped in a geologic miracle. Some stones roll, others stand still. But now, let's meet the ones that dress up in pointy hats and throw their own desert party. Bryce Canyon Hoodoos, Utah, USA. In Bryce Canyon, it's like Mother Nature threw a costume party for rocks and forgot to take them down. These whimsical spires, called hoodoos, were formed by millions of years of frost wedging and erosion. The result? Rock formations that look like melting candles, chess pieces, or even ghostly silhouettes. Their fiery colors, deep reds, oranges, and creamy whites light up the canyon like a painted dream. Walk among them and you'll feel like you've stepped onto another planet, where gravity doesn't apply and erosion is the main artist. And now, we're off to Madagascar, where the terrain is so sharp it could tear your hiking boots. Tsingy de Bamaraha, Madagascar. Welcome to Earth's most aggressive limestone jungle, Tsingy de Bamaraha. Tsingy literally means where one cannot walk barefoot, and trust us, it's well named. These razor-sharp limestone spires stretch high into the sky, forming a natural maze of jagged rock. Formed by acidic rainwater dissolving the stone over eons, this UNESCO World Heritage Site is as dangerous as it is stunning. But it's not just rock. Lemurs, birds, and bizarre plants all call this spiky fortress home. For adventurers, it's the ultimate wild playground. But don't forget your boots, and maybe a helmet. Let's trade sharp spikes for beehives next. Ones that are the size of skyscrapers in the Australian outback. Bungle Bungle Range, Australia. Imagine walking through a desert and stumbling upon giant striped beehives. That's the Bungle Bungles for you. Found in Pernilulu National Park, these dome-shaped sandstone towers are famous for their orange and black horizontal bands. Their quirky look comes from millions of years of erosion, layered with organisms that colour the stone differently depending on moisture. These ancient formations were known only to Indigenous Australians for centuries and didn't reach global fame until the 1980s. It's like someone painted the outback with a giant tiger brush. From landlocked deserts, let's head to the sea, where nature carved an acoustic concert hall into the cliffs. Fingal's Cave, Scotland. Tucked away on the uninhabited Isle of Staffa, Fingal's Cave looks like something from a fantasy movie set, and sounds like one too. Formed from the same kind of hexagonal basalt columns as Giant's Causeway, this sea cave is famous for its echoing acoustics and towering archways. Visitors say the cave sings with the sounds of crashing waves. Its unique structure inspired composers like Mendelssohn, and legends say it's part of the same road Finn McCool built. Whether you're in it for the music, mythology, or pure mystique, this Scottish gem rocks, literally. Now get ready for a rock that rises like a skyscraper out of nowhere. No elevator needed. Devil's Tower, Wyoming, USA. Rising over 1,200 feet from the plains of Wyoming, Devil's Tower is America's first national monument, and definitely one of its most mysterious. This giant igneous monolith looks like a tree stump carved by giants. Scientists believe it formed from volcanic activity that cooled underground, then slowly emerged as softer surrounding rock eroded. Native American tribes have long considered it sacred, and climbers today still respect its powerful presence. It also starred in Close Encounters of the Third Kind, so if aliens ever visit, this might be their go-to landing pad. Let's keep the drama going with a pancake stack that flips the script on coastal cliffs. Pancake Rocks, New Zealand. At Punakaiki on New Zealand's South Island, the pancake rocks look good enough to eat. These limestone layers resemble stacks of fluffy flapjacks, and they come with a side of explosive blowholes. Formed over 30 million years, the pancakes are the result of alternating layers of hard and soft sediment compressed and eroded over time. When waves crash underneath, water shoots through the blowholes with dramatic force, sometimes soaking unsuspecting visitors. It's breakfast with a side of geological fireworks. Last stop, an enormous red monolith in Australia that glows like it's alive at sunset. Uluru, Ayers Rock, Australia, smack in the middle of the outback, stands Uluru, a 100-foot tall sandstone monolith that seems to pulse with colour at sunrise and sunset. Sacred to the Anangu people, Uluru has stood here for over 500 million years, older than most continents. Its smooth, curved shape hides deep caves, rock art, and waterholes. Though climbing Uluru is now respectfully off limits, walking its base reveals ancient stories and spiritual connections. This isn't just a rock, it's a living monument, rich with cultural and geological importance. So, which of these formations left your jaw on the floor? Whether it was the Pancake Cliffs, Rainbow Mountains, or that giant stone beehive, the Earth clearly has a flair for the dramatic. Let us know your favourite in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.